All right, what's up, you guys? UFO Proof here. And of course, they did a SpaceX launch today, so you know what that fucking means. UFOs. So first, before we get into the good stuff, though, I want to show you the landing of the Falcon 9 right here. Check this out. Look on the water barge. How fucking cool is that? Look at that. Now, come on, that's fucking badass. I mean, you know, if you're into, you know, science and shit or not, that's fucking cool. Come on. All right, so check this out. Look over to the side. I'm going to zoom in here in a second. Now, check this guy coming out. Now, he just got launched, so what came from that direction? It's not like it's a piece of ice. You know? I mean, fucking, what? Where'd it come from? What is it? I don't know. Could be ice. Could be. I just find it hard to believe that it could come from that direction like that. And it also appears to change speeds. This is the control room. Does anyone know what that is? Just when they cut over to this, I saw that up there. I'm like, what the fuck is going on there? If anyone knows, please let me know. Alright, fuck those guys. Let's get on to the next shit. Let's see here. Now, at first I thought it was like a flare. You know, a lens flare. Because of that. The light came up after that, so I was like, oh, maybe it was just a lens flare. But, no. I was fucking wrong, because as soon as the light goes away, it's still there. Check this out, alright? Now, I want to remind everybody of something. If you can't tell, the solar array is already deployed on the Dragon module. Just so everyone knows. So keep that in your head. So it's been deployed this entire time. Beep. Look at that little fucking guy. Now, could that be ice? Yes, of course. Of course it could be. I don't fucking know, but it certainly looks cool. So we're going to keep it in. Alright, when's the good stuff coming up? Okay, now we got the good stuff coming up. Okay, so my only idea on this, just look at this thing. We'll wait till it pops out and then we'll discuss it. Now, this is fucking cool. Now, what would be near the spacecraft? It's obviously not the jettison tank or anything, because we just watched that land on the barge. So the only other piece that came off, it could be the doors to the module, but the doors get shot off at 90-degree angles away from, you know, the opposite of the trajectory of the Dragon module, so they don't run into each other, they don't get locked into the same orbit. It's a mandatory thing to do. I'll show you a clip of what it looks like when they launch these doors. So they get launched at 90-degree directions away from the craft. So I don't see how it could be the door and actually catch up to it. I mean, that's just, it doesn't make any sense. But that's the only thing I can think of. So take a look. Here's one of the doors, or there's both the doors are going to shoot off. Look at that guy back there too, coming out. Isn't that neat? Okay, so there go the doors. Okay, so I'm like, it could be those, but the problem I have with that is that, well, they get shot off and they always do the same thing, which is they sit there and they spin for fucking ever. They don't ever stop. There's no friction in outer space. They'll just keep spinning for fucking ever. That's just that's just how it goes. So whatever that thing was, if it was the doors, how did it stop and and hold and maintain its position? And how did it accelerate and gain speed like that? And I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. But that's the only thing that comes off of the craft that I can think of. But if anyone else can think of something, let me know. If you guys have any theories on it or whatever, let me know. So let's discuss it and figure out what the fuck that is. Is it aliens? I certainly hope so, but I don't fucking know. So, all right. And one more thing I'd like to point out before I let you guys go. You guys are going to start seeing stuff with Hillary Clinton talking about releasing UFO files. Don't buy into that bullshit, okay? For anyone who doesn't know, I'm going to let you guys in on something. The guy who's getting her to do this is the White House chief of staff for her husband, and also worked for Obama. His name's John Podesta, okay? He does this every time. He did this during Bill Clinton's campaign. He did this during with Obama, and he comes out before they get elected. He's like, we're going to release UFO files, and then they get elected. You don't hear shit from him until he leaves. And when he leaves, he's like, oh, I'm sorry, I couldn't get shit. You know, the last time he left the Obama White House, he said his biggest regret was not getting the UFO files released. It's like, dude, okay, he's had fucking 16 years to fucking get those fucking files released, and nothing. Not every time he's in the White House, there's not a fucking peep. He doesn't even talk about it in press conferences. Nothing. It is a ploy to get votes. Don't forget, the UFO community is a huge demographic. There are 80 million people who believe in UFOs in the United States. That is a gigantic demographic, and that's what they're trying to do, is take a hold of that and use it. That's it. They're not going to fucking release shit. You think they're going to give it to Hillary? Why wouldn't they have given it to Bill? He was obsessed. He was like, I really want to know. They didn't give him shit. You think they're going to release it to her? Come on, give me a fucking break. So if you guys come across that shit, stand up for us. Tell everybody, don't listen to her. It's not true. If you are part of the UFO community, you cannot fall for this bullshit. It's basically a fucking hoax, okay? It's to get your fucking vote. She doesn't give a fuck about us. She doesn't care about UFOs. She's getting desperate, and she'll use whatever the fuck she needs, okay? All right, you guys. Make sure you guys like and subscribe my shit, because I always need your help. And good night.